Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into Menace after our last mission where we kicked the pirate butt. It was one of the easiest defenses we've done. It went great. We've now got, once again, only one mission. This one, I believe, is against the Rogue Army. Yeah, Rogue Army units have overrun local defenses, and we gotta go stop them. It's a three-piece mission. We don't have other choices. We do have some OCI stuff to spend and some relationship stuff to look at before we go. For Dice of the Gods, I now have to actually pick one of these because I have to do choices. The minefield is really interesting for cutting off enemy troops. And the Rogue Army does have a lot of troops, so we'll grab that. I don't know if we'll actually buy it, but we'll pick that as the option. Level 4, Fixer, Decoys, Hacker. We've seen these. So we'll come back because there's nothing else we can choose from that it affects. And then you've got stuff that we don't care about. Awesome. For the OCIs, one thing we were looking at is getting the advanced medical bay to try and keep our squaddies alive, but the Wu's been doing a pretty good job, so I'm not too worried about it. For armaments, getting something like the airdropped minefield could be interesting, or the smoke curtain. Both of those could do something interesting. The rocket pods for suppression is interesting, and the unguided missile for trying to just blow up an area. Lots of options. And then for electronics, we could get another level of sensors. Because we're not really fighting anything, this information hub is less appealing. We don't quite have enough for AP mines and a sensor 2, but we do have enough for a sensor 1. And I would like a little bit of an intelligence boost because the Rogue Army has stuff that is a little bit scary. So what if we try grabbing the AP mines and then also grabbing a sensor array 1, get up to 3 intelligence, see if that helps. As far as black market goes, because we have multiple weary and disheartened squad members, I do want to get another squad available, and Wetteroth, I don't like his stuff. Just doesn't seem very good. So I'd like to try and get another squad leader. Affording that, we've got some various bits and bobs. We have a lot of items. I don't care about the pirate trucks. I only want one backup walker. I don't need... Oh, we're already way past our... whoops. Sick. Okay. And that does mean we don't have anyone else we can unlock this time. Alright, who is this?
At your service.
Sachin Singh, 15th Vanguard Division. Planetary Jingwei Guardsman, SL status. Secretly suspected insubordination by FM Zama. Intel has no concern of sudden allegiance changes. Okay. Strength in numbers. The old adage, quantity is a quality of its own, was taken to the extreme with the planetary Jingwei. Guardsmen utilized large formations and target saturation to overwhelm their enemies and consolidate the Jingwei's political power. Naturally, this strategy results in high casualties for all involved, but some guardsmen still believe in achieving firepower superiority through sheer numbers. Gain accuracy and discipline for each squaddie over 5. Lose accuracy and discipline for each squaddie under 5. And your stats are kind of awful. But you do have some decent growth stuff. What are your specific abilities? Not every shot you make is going to have someone's name on it, but you should always be landing in their neighborhood. Okay. So he's got... Yeah, like squad weapon bonuses. That's not terrible, honestly. Oh god, jump the grenade. The planetary Jingwei is a corrupt order within the Wayback, but it is not without its true believers. Enemy AoE attacks can only hit one squaddie. Um, Reinforcements. To press upon our enemies, we must never give them a moment to breathe. When one guardsman falls, do not stop to give aid. Instead, replace the empty spot and resume a steady application of firepower until the enemy is dead. If you are to fall in battle, do so quietly and without distraction. Oh my god. Okay, so kind of a terrifying approach, but I can see the idea. I want to try it. I want to see how this guy goes. So we're gonna snag him. He just seems more fun.
Prepared to die for the Wayback.
Hell yeah, we've got ourselves a lunatic. As far as items go, Griffin minigun. Oh, this lets you strafe things. That's quite interesting. We've got, yeah, some better armor. View range of detection by 1. We've got some decent things on offer. We'll have to come look at them once we're actually on the mission. But let's check out this mission on Mach. Gotta turn the tide. Hey, not a lot of choices. Let's go. First off, I want to look at what's the red thing they've got. It reduces my supplies by 10%. That's up against gain 5 additional squaddies. Oh, okay. I think the bonus squaddies are great. I'm not too worried about a short mission. So we can actually pick either one of these. Relieve outpost. Friendly combat outposts encircled. Friendlies are fighting back. We gotta get there. We gotta hold for 10 turns, keep the objective high, keep our friendly units alive, and do it without breaking everything. We get a rogue army item or vehicle. And civilian trading stuff. No, we want to do relieve outpost. We want to move in quickly, save our friendlies, and get out. Alright. It's a clear day. We can see there are... no more than 60% of friendly units are destroyed. I only see 3 friendlies, so... I can't lose that many. They've got various infantry and vehicles. Mortar team. So we're gonna need something fast going up the side. Which is unfortunately can't be Rewa. Can't be Lim. We'll have to unequip you. Unequip you. Alright, Excond. I don't like your stuff. You don't have good stuff. Can I afford to buy the other... Oh, that'll make my authority lower, but I really don't love XCon's stuff. I want to see what the pilot option is. It's cheap enough that I think I can afford to give it a looky-loo. Do I have a 10 value item I don't care about somewhere? An old pirate rifle or something? Yeah, perfect. Alright, who's the other option? Bog! Gary Bogenwright, the 9th Tank Formation. A decorated Marine, Bogenwright has already seen plenty of the TCR's reuniting of the core worlds. Though deep into retirement age, he was one of the first to sign up for the dangerous mission into the Wayback. Bog is missing both legs, which leads to minor physical impediments, but nothing the mechanical replacements cannot resolve. Alright, Bog, you're a 1-star driver, what can you do? Your accuracy and discipline are not awesome, you don't have any crit chance, your defense is bad, but you're so much cheaper. What? Jury-rigged. Gary Bogenreich fixed up a beat junker in his sleep or while drunk, though with him that is a difference without a distinction. The pilot knows the ins and outs of anything mechanical and has the experience or lack of self-preservation to patch up damaged equipment even while being fired upon in combat. Removes the vehicle's most severe defect. There are 2 or more equal level defects. It will randomly fix one of them. Okay, nice. We can kind of scrap our stuff back together. We've seen a lot of these recycled parts. Sure, it might take a couple more than you think, but if you put enough beer cans in a row, they can stop a bullet and a couple of marriages. Oh my god. Minus 30% supply cost for vehicle chassis, but minus 30% hit points. Oh, you're like the bargain bin guy. Compared to a jacketed bullet, a fragmentation is more likely to ricochet off bone, such as a rib, exit the body, and hit another target. Extra elements hit by AoE weapons. Okay. Hotwire. An addition kill switch followed by a snapped hot star can fend off an EMP, but only the most experienced pilots are capable of this. Okay, so it stops you from getting tanked by EMPs. There's some interesting... Why does he get cover bonuses? Understanding machinery is all about threading this immutable truth. You can either break it now or you can break it later. It's overload. Get plus 50 AP in activation. You're stunned the following turn. Steady gun. Lucky shot. What the heck? Okay, this guy is very weird, but he seems a lot more fun than XCON with like the tank being close to people stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna grab Bog. Our authority is low. Everyone's gonna be panicking. Okay. Relieve outpost. Okay. Bog. Let's get you the APC, and I want to level you up a little bit because I got a lot of promotion points, and I really want to see how recycled parts does for you. Because that drops your cost from what, 196 to 144. Okay, so it does actually have some pretty meaningful stuff. And then Sing I wanted to bring along as well, and you had stuff that I really wanted. You're going to need a lot of growth, and so Nutrix is right up your alley immediately. This is my rifle. You're going to be a big squad, and so reducing the cost of this, because like right now, if I chunk you up to max and give you one of our fancy weapons, the modified carbine, it's 117. If I grab this as my rifle, you can see he only costs 88. Yeah, because he costs 62, and that goes up by 26. Because of the rifle. Okay, sweet. We definitely want all of the special fun things on, if we can afford them. You're on the mission. This is such an interesting, the steady gun, the half-blind man sitting still and observing his environment will have a better recollection of his surroundings than the eagle-eyed grunt sprinting and jumping everywhere. Mostly I want to get him to firing line. Steady gun's really interesting for, like, I could sprint up. Because I'm not sure if this activates, if I haven't moved on a given turn or I have to wait, but given that we're holding a spot, this could do some pretty good stuff, so we are going to get that, so we can get to firing line.
The honor is mine,
I can get all of that, and then Bog. I don't know if we're trying to get to that. But having Tank Buster to make sure that the rockets take out what we're shooting at feels important. But Expert Pilot's also one that I'm like, I feel like I need this on my units. We're gonna give him Expert Pilot. If I can afford Tank Buster as well, I'll take it. Sweet.
straight, little Dobie.
Alright, there we go. And then let's look at what we can give you armor-wise. So we could give you jetpack stuff if we wanted to. The veteran scavenger suit compared to the SIP-4, it's just a little bit better and costs a little bit more. Who's got, yeah. Oh, I was gonna totally bring Greif on this mission, but I don't think you need the armor. If I compare that to this, this has meaningfully more armor if we do want to try and give you that. Greif, the veteran scav suit's not bad, but probably Jaeger fatigues is what you want. Limb, you're not being brought. Let's make sure you're gray so I don't accidentally try and bring you. You don't want a special weapon. I actually don't know if you want that. You definitely want probably a longer range gun because you're the most likely to just sit there and shoot. So the range is 6. The 9 range suppression one, where I can just get you into like this tower and have you just sit there, or even this tower. You definitely need extra ammo because your whole thing is sitting there and shooting. And then, honestly, you might be a bullets guy. I haven't been really using the bullets, but having you just be able to sit there and fire and fire and fire seems really interesting, so I want to try that. For this, the M6 CMG, running up and getting that planted seems very, very good. You need an anti-tank rocket. You also need an actual gun. You can get the close-range crowbar because you're actually going to be getting near people. You've got a full squad. I want you to have 5. You've got your whole thing going for you. You've got your armor. You've got some smokes to cover yourself. I don't know if the Werfer is super necessary, but Sting's not going to be carrying it, so you've got your view range. I'm quite happy with that. Voting could be good, but no one's really doing that type of thing. We're not really into damage realm here. We're not into tank realm. We're into damage realm. We could give you more drugs for letting you get into position. The Falcon target designator. We got lots of smokes. Fire just doesn't seem like it does enough. I don't know, there's also the option of trying to give you a special weapon, like the crocodile or something, because you have your gorilla, and being able to take out heavy infantry, some of the specials or the armor, but I don't know. It feels like it might be worth just trying to bring but if I bring one of the tripod weapons, will slow you down immensely. The KSAS DMR could be interesting because you have the close range crowbar. I could stick you with that, give you one more squaddy so you have the same amount of firing power in a standard firing line. And then that way, against like the mortar team or the Jaegers or things like that, you have a long range way of taking them out. You're all good, you're all good, you're all good. I've got a couple open inventory slots that I can spend on drugs. I don't want to just give Darby the move fast drugs. Let her get in there quickly. We got some smokes for holding the spot. Okay, yeah. And then for what we're working with here, I want Bog going up the side because you and Darby. I have to go a little more inwards. I don't know what this is. Looks like water, maybe. I don't know. We'll have that, and then Greif, you can go up here. Thing, you're here. Pike, you're here. We move up. We got a lot of enemies over here that you two can deal with Greif coming to support, and Sing and Pike can go up the left. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. We gotta be very careful with our morale, though, because everyone's a little bit skittish. Alright, here we go. We gotta keep the objective control high, we gotta do it without losing stuff or breaking stuff, we gotta keep our friendlies alive. Right off the bat, we know we're gonna try and have people over on the towers and over here. To start off with, I am going to see if I can slam a laser turret right over here. Try and protect that, and then oh, we get 3 uses. Scatters them in a 3x3 area. So if I can see the terrain over here, I could try chucking them like here. See what happens if I just immediately start dumping things. Okay. As always, we start with our standby if we can.
Major.
Those are not lakes. Those are big old rocks. Oh, what the heck? You only have 90 AP. Oh. That I did not realize. So you've got kind of terrible stats, but you're just really cheap to deploy. So I can deploy your you're a little bit junk, my friend. Okay.
As we see something, you'll be the first to know.
They're out here. Ain't nobody gone to ground here.
Orders.
So I could just have Darby take drugs and sprint, and that will actually get her quite far. Let's do it. Let's see how much taking drugs does to her. Oh yeah, she's all messed up now. I do want her to have some cover, and so getting up to something like here is probably what I want to do. So we are going to kick this off. She's going to lead because she's got the most vision range. We're not expecting to see things this soon, but she's got pretty far sight. And then your stealthy is all get out, so you can power forward, all hopped up on all sorts of drugs.
Yep.
And then everybody else, we're just moving up. We have friendlies to take some initial shots, so I'm not too worried about spotting an enemy and getting clipped immediately. So we're all just sprinting forward here.
Marksman at the ready. Moving.
Get in there, Sing. Sing wants to get in that tower so he can start covering immediately. It doesn't quite cover all of the zone, but that will be okay. He's got a long-range gun and a lot of buffs. And he's got plus 16 accuracy and discipline, so he's actually got decent stats as long as he doesn't take damage.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem to be the primary concern for a character like him. Run it, Pike. If I can get you in range. Pike's probably the one I want in that tower. Or just stuck in, because he's got a lot of health and fortify and heavy armor, so... No, Bog, I have not forgotten about you. Despite Pike's small numbers, he's still pretty durable. You having 90 AP is wild. Also, you don't have the drive-by perk, so I have to be a lot more careful with you than I do with Roa. And you have reduced health. So you're all sorts of fragile. Let's kick things off with a standby again. Oh! That's the Jaeger team. Alright.
Awesome work, Major.
Oh, that's like a lot of mines. Is the number of mines randomized? Because that seems like there's 6 mines in this area. And this seems like that only dropped... Oh, no, it did. They're just out of sight. Okay. We know it's the Jaeger team firing at some allies there. Yeah, they're all basic infantry, so we're not... It's not a lot going on, but hopefully the laser turret helps. And from what we're seeing there, I will scatter mines there to stop anything sneaking around the back.
Sir.
And then right now we're just trying to pull up. We're now close enough that if I sprint forward, I'm risking seeing enemies. Oh, he's not in the tower. Nice. Perfect. So I don't want to just full sprint forward. Those are their standard infantry. We're about to get... Oh, come on. There we go. That's better. Right, keep going. You've got people to cover you. So we're pretty okay sprinting forward as long as we aren't sprinting totally into the unknown. Because getting shot at while standing out in the open is bad for your health. Those are conscripts. They're just there for suppression. They're not going to do anything meaningfully damage-wise. Laser turret seems like it's out of range.
Marksman at the ready.
You also only have 90 AP. Oh man, okay. That really changes what you can do, because that makes your whole consecutive shots things worse. But I guess it's 40, 30, 20, so you could do 3 shots from stationary. So there is hope for you yet. Bog, honestly, I kind of want you to just like pull up behind some cover. Haha! Those are conscripts. Yeah, we can just... can you move one more tile and still shoot? Yeah, nice. We'll flatten some conscripts. Your accuracy is terrible, though. Yeah, but they're pinned down, so who cares? That's also
Let's
conscripts. Okay. Ironically, Darby kind of wants to be around the back. Because she is super stealthy, but it looks like we're going to have Bog doing that. For now, if I can get her to here, she can shoot twice. And if I can... No, we can't really do that, so we'll just finish these guys off. Yeah, we'll just get them killed, and we'll get her into a nice mid-ground position.
Eyes on.
Yeah, we knew about those. You're okay. They can't see you because...
Movement.
Okay, so now it's letting us know. For this, I do want to stop them hanging out around this rock, so I will be strafing that. That's their one piece of cover, so if I can force them to move off of that, we can absolutely demolish them.
Eyes open.
Your stealth, they're not really in a good position for you to shoot at. And so, for right now, Sing, we're just trying to get you into the tower. That's the goal. Just from up there, you'll have much better sightline. Yes, perfect. That's what I want. Get off of the one piece of cover you have. Those infantry are basically done. Dang, the local force is doing pretty good. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that really does cover it all. And then Greif, you've got plenty of friends covering you, so just get in there. I haven't seen any... The mortar team hasn't seemed like it's gotten in range yet, so we're feeling pretty okay. And beautiful, okay. If I can move Darby up, try and stop them from getting back to that cover, that would be great. And then Pike will try and get out to the front. Least worried about Pike taking casualties. We can get you to there. If you don't see anything, we can just keep going. I was going to potentially smoke, but I want him coming up the outside. Where are you guys going to go? Please don't run through my minefields. Oh yeah, we're just we're bullying that one guy. What's the range on this again? Long. It has range 10. Maybe we do just put him in this back watchtower. I don't know. We will run him up just to be safe. Give ourselves the option. These large minefields. This actually placed so many mines. I was not expecting it to place that many. Alright, Darves. See what you can see. I'd like to try and get you to somewhere where you're able to see them, but you're still stealthy. You're in range of both, but you can go first next turn, so I'm not too worried. Oh yeah, he's so good. Classic strafing run. Oh my god! Rogue Army Heavy Tank, an extremely heavily armored tank armed with a short-barreled howitzer that has a limited firing arc. It can change between HE and heat rounds, slow but hard to knock out. That's got a CMG-50 MMG, short-barreled tank gun, military comms device. The thing has 600 hit points. Look at this behemoth. That just went straight through my minefield, does not care at all. We are in so much danger over there. Darby, you're stealthy? Okay. Singh can't do anything to that. That thing is made of steel and rebar, and he can't do anything. So he needs to run away from that. We gotta get our Werfgers in range. Okay. Was not prepared for a heavy tank, especially right at the end of a turn. Hopefully goes to the laser turret. Oh, nice. Good smoke. That will save us from being annihilated by this thing. Okay. Fun. Can you hit it with a Werfger here? It's got 220 front armor. Does my anti-tank rocket even go through that? Yeah, no. It doesn't go through the sides either. Like, I can get up and smoke, but we gotta get this thing off. If it sits here, it's gonna just cause more and more problems. Oh boy, Pike. Ha ha ha. I think we gotta try and get you up there and get a Werfger shot into it. Like, or I can try and deploy, but... Ooh. I don't think we're doing the Werfger yet. I think you gotta get in there.
Hostiles.
Local forces gone rogue. Armed with a tripod-based anti-tank grenade. Don't know what that one is. ATGM. Okay, that's a problem. So are the Rogue Army Jaeger team. So is the damn heavy tank. We're not going to do anything to the heavy tank with just a single round, and they're pretty far out, so we're going to try and take out the Jaeger team. Yeah, I can just have that be dead. And... Oh man, do I move back out? No, I think Pike, time to earn your pay.
The Wayback is not yours to rule.
Oh.
We have to get the heat off them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're running away. Good idea.
Yeah.
Can you get to somewhere and still be able to shoot? Like, not really. That might be out of the smoke, actually. And this is actually what the DMR is for, because I can pop. Oh my god, okay.
Move into cover.
Now we can fire 2 anti-tanks at it next turn, and hopefully that'll be something. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sting does literally nothing to it.
Yeah.
What a disaster. Yeah, and you're never going to be fast enough to actually get somewhere useful for this, so you gotta just keep going up this side and deal with stuff over here, Bog. Yeah, keep them busy. Darby will have to run back. Yeah, Darbs, you gotta get in there. Because we gotta we gotta kill this heavy tank before it tanks this entire mission. Oh, great. And there's an autocannon walker? Okay. Woo! It's fine. Everything is fine. He's running away. Not very fast, but he is running away.
Yeah.
Eyes open.
Situation still kinetic, Major.
You're suppressed, which makes hitting this super hard. Building you're on is still okay. Yeah.
At your service. Yep.
Those are various infantry.
Orders.
Darby. That's just sand. If you move up, you risk just getting wasted by the heavy tank, but do any of us not risk that? Like,
Situation still kinetic, Major.
I think you gotta get out here and do some damage.
Fixing myself there.
Worker takes out the walker. That makes him flee. We can't get back in, but we totally can be shot by the tank. Ooh! Man, okay. Yeah, well, you gotta get back in the smoke or you're gonna die. And we just hope that Pike doesn't get turned into paste. Ooh.
Updating sit rep.
Yep. It's 2 down and he's suppressed. Great. Okay. Oh, that thing's just gonna sit there and ruin my day.
At your service.
Orders.
Okay, Darbs. What can you do here? That is out of range. Awesome. Waste that.
Keep him landing.
And then, in range to shoot at it next turn. Ay, yay, 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 yay. Fires the mortar. Great. Bog can deal with that. Man, I wish it wasn't just perched in a little corner.
At your service.
We could do anything. Sing, you're gonna have to get in position and try and help. You can't even shoot that, right?
Move it.
Okay, get in there. Someone's gonna take hits, and you're the expendable one. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Bog. You either get a flank shot on that, or maybe you'll see the mortar team. That's an autocannon team. That's a mortar team. Autocannon's the biggest threat to you. So keep going. Try to hit that. Got one. He's suppressed. Perfect. There's another walker. I shouldn't have said anything. I said I wasn't too worried about the rogue army. That was a mistake. Gross miscalculation on my part. Okay. Okay, Darby. Let's see if this does anything.
Negative contact.
Oh. What is that? That's an autocannon walker? Great. We gotta just run to there. And try and be stealthy.
Accelerate! Accelerate them to death!
Oh. That's a squad leader down. Pike, no. Okay, at least they're helping with the infantry over here. Squad leader bleeding out. The squad leader is heavily wounded and will bleed out and permanently die within 4 rounds. Other infantry squad leaders standing next to them can stabilize the squad leader to ensure their survival.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're back on Bog doing his thing. You can't even move and then shoot twice, so... they're pinned down, they're running, trying to hit them. Beautiful. Pin them. Okay, at least Bog is doing something. That you can face this way, so you can try and move up a little bit closer. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Alright, Grafe, can you get to here and even do what to this thing? Yeah, no arm penetration. DMR is not going to be better. Yeah, 25 by 2 versus, yeah, a whole squad worth of that. I think we just keep putting shots into its armor.
Negative contact.
That's just
No
doing
harm,
absolutely
all foul.
nothing. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is where the unguided missile would be helpful. This is where anything would be helpful. Thing, get up.
Heading to cover.
Move. You can't stop bleed out, so you can hide, and we get shot up by the tank again. The infantry or whatever. There's a whole bunch of them doing nothing. It's just this goddamn tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orders?
Darbs. Shoot him again. Maybe you'll actually do something.
Deflected. Deflected.
I can't deal damage to it.
Catching a corner.
Back into cover. Oh my god. Well, if we kill everything else, we'll have a hard time taking it. There's the
Relief
K-Pack
is
doing its
coming.
suppression thing. Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, Sing. Stop the bleed out.
Stay on here for
And then we don't really have better things for you to do. Like, we need to kill this tank. Let's see if I can see its armor go down. Yep, still nothing. There's another one down.
Stay down and stay safe.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This thing is a whole, like, order of magnitude and a half past what we've been dealing with. This thing is a problem, but like, again, we need to kill this thing. There's nothing else to be done aside from take shots at this thing.
This damn gun.
Oh my god. Darby has to vent next turn too. Like,
Forget about
a disaster. You actually have decent shots on people, though. Right now, everyone over here is pretty sad. So if we go here, maybe we can take a shot at some conscripts, or I guess we can take some shots at some infantry. Because they're pretty hurt. They're pretty hurt, so... take some shots at these guys.
Yep, they're suppressed.
We're doing something. Oh my god. Smoke! That's my favorite thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Orders.
Darby, can you hit him? Yes, you can hit him. Fire everything! Oh my god, he took damage!
That's it.
Took 8 damage! Should have deployed first. Vent your gun. That's all you can do.
Hey, just hide for a minute.
Oh, okay, it's firing at the allies. It just blew up a whole bunch of structures. We're gonna like 0-star this mission. Oh no. Whole bunch more structures down. Okay, well, you can't see anything, so we keep shooting at him. Like that's all we got. Eventually we'll slowly get through the armor.
Negative contact.
Doesn't even feel like it's doing any damage. Oh my god. Wish I had brought rocket launchers. You guys aren't gonna do anything. You're firing a K-Pack at long range. Can I crawl you behind some slightly better cover? You're doing great, Sing. Good first mission. I'm sorry you're being fired at by all the hounds of hell and then some. You suppress them. It'd be great to have my rocket launcher on the right side of the map, but alas, I didn't think there was going to be an unkillable god tank. So here we are. We just gotta hold 10 turns. The tank by itself can't take everything. Just don't get up, Sing. Don't get up. Oh, I don't like these sounds. Good news is Darby actually has bullets this time. Okay, so we pop the triloxin and we fire 3 times at the tank. Hopefully this does something.
Damage some modules.
Oh my god. I need to get behind it, but how do I get behind it? There's enemies out there.
Components damaged.
Okay, so our entire salvo did maybe 100 damage. We need to get behind this thing, but there's a bunch of enemies out there. I can't go running around. Okay, that's another casualty or 2. Hang in there, Sing. You're doing great. You don't really have anything worth shooting at? Like, maybe the DMR does something? Nope. Nope. Okay, it's realistic. Small arms fire doesn't do anything to tanks, but
Sit tight.
if I run them away, it's just Darby. He shoots at Darby, and then we're toast. You need to keep trying to crawl into what amounts to cover. Man, what a terrible thing to meet on a defense mission. Oh. Okay, we got a bunch of crippled infantry fighting Bog. He should be able to deal with most of that. Yeah, kill this guy. Beautiful. Kill these guys. Okay, Bog, you're doing great. You're chip off the old block. Oh my god. Oh. Nice! Okay, the mines actually did a pretty good job at shredding the conscripts. Yeah, they're just gonna disband immediately. Okay, Darby, you are once again shooting at... Do we even shoot at the tank? Like, it's turn 10. We try and shoot at the walker, do something? The tank ain't dying.
On target.
At least with some help from some friendlies, maybe the walker goes down.
Taking losses. Another Charlie Delta.
Oh my god.
Enemy's making a real mess of our pots and pans, Major.
Yeah, it is. It really is. How's the pen on this? No pen on that? No pen on this, but maybe you can do something against it?
No harm, all foul.
Okay. I didn't do anything. Ah!
Get your
And there goes Sing. Okay.
man down out here.
Bog. I think you can clean up this. Okay, Bog's doing great.
Here got the whole enchilada.
Maybe I did need to just like run you over. But you've got 90 AP and you're not very good at moving. Like it would have been 4 turns of driving and then all of those infantry would have shown up. I really thought the laser gun would do better. Oh my god. Okay, I think we take some shots with Darby at the walker and then we end this mission. Hey, nice. We got the walker. Get me out of this mission. Great, got a CMG-50. Sick. Failed. 1 complete. 1 out of 5. 18 promotion points. We got most of the junk, some money. Oh boy. Okay. Killed Squaddies, Stamp, Cougar, Lovelace, Heine, Bender, Scene, The Ick. Saved Kiki, Wolf, and Ermer. That would have been a really good mission to have a better medbay on. That was 7 Squaddies dead. Okay, what does Pike have? Injured. This character suffers from injuries and has their combat effectiveness reduced, minus 40% accuracy, 40% discipline, and 30 AP. Yeah, you guys ain't doing anything.
One trip in, no trip out. This is what PJs are all about.
I don't even know how to respond to that one. He's eager. Great. You did fantastic. Oh my god. Well, that was a mission and a half, folks. Thanks for joining me on the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed watching your guy get run over by a heavy tank, leave a like, subscribe for more Menace, and hopefully less heavy tank.